Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So we are going to finalize this restaurant tutorial over here. So I have rendered this light passes and I have saved it. So let's start compositing it in Photoshop. So very first of all, what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll just off this. Let's go back. So I'll go into File, Open. So I have definitely rendered it a bit at a lesser quality because of it was taking a lot of time. So I'll again go into the folder over here and I have the passes over here which I have generated, all these passes. So let's start taking the passes one by one over here. So very first of all, we can see that I have taken this diffuse pass over here. So just double click on it and let's name it as diffuse. We'll be starting compositing this. Go again, File, Open. The second pass I'll take, that's the ambient occlusion. That was a very important pass. So oops, we have not hide this. Okay. So we need to take care of this while doing it. So you can just go into this and I'll just name it as occlusion. I'll just change the blending mode over here. As you can see, I'm changing the blending mode. So you can easily change the blending mode. You can see if I change it, you can see the depth in it. So depth is possible just because of this occlusion pass. We can change it. So whatever suits the best, we can just keep that over here. So screen overlay, lighter color. Okay, I think we'll keep this overlay if required. Overlay looks good over here, or even you can go with soft light. That is also good. We can keep this over here. Let's again go into File, Open, and I'll take the reflection pass. So let's just take the reflection pass over here. I'll take this. I'll rename this as reflection pass over here, and let's change the blending modes. Now looks much better. Screen, lighten, overlay, soft light. So I'll go up, hard light no. So let's go up. I'll make it as screen over here. So let's keep it as screen. As you can see the reflections. So the reflections are possible. So this is a different pass which we have generated. That's a reflection pass. Again, let's go into File, Open. We have another pass. That's your specular pass. Let's take the specular pass over here. We'll be definitely adding the refraction also. So I'll just add a specular. That is a specular pass over here. So after you have added this specular pass, you can again go into this. As you can see, I can get some specular over here. You can see the specular. If I on and off, you can see over here, that's your specular pass which we have added over here. You can on and off this. If you want, you can slightly change that also. I'll keep it as screen. Looks much better. Again, go into File, Open. Let's take a refraction pass. That's your refraction. As you can see over here, go into this, refract it. So we have added this refraction pass. You can see the refraction. So if I on and off, you can see this refraction. So glass is also a refraction over here. So we have added this refraction pass over here. Then we are going to add the light pass, that's your lighting pass. So let's add a lighting pass over here. So we can definitely switch the passes later on, up and down if required. So I'll just go into this and let's take a light pass. Alright, you can see. Okay, let's go back normal. We can take any of it. I think screen is much better. You can see this. I have added this. If you want, you can go into this color dodge. No, the rest doesn't look that good, that great. I can go with overlay also. No, overlay. We keep it as screen. That looks much better. Again, go into file, open. We have the global illumination. That's your GI pass. So we'll be adding a GI pass over here. So let's add, we can just rename it as GI looks okay. I'll just go up. Okay, lighter color, doesn't change anything. We'll try to keep this overlay, or we can just go down, lighten, screen. Yeah, okay, looks very flat. Overlay, soft light. So this is getting much darker. So I'll just again okay. Again, go into file, open. Let's take the atmosphere pass. This is an important pass. Let's change the blending mode. Okay, you can see this. That's your atmosphere pass. Again, go into this. Let's add the ZDepth pass. So this is your ZDepth pass. Again, I'll go into this. Okay, I've added this overlay over here. If you want, I can push the light pass on the top if required. Keep the pass as it is. Alright. You also have some properties over here. That's your brightness contrast. You can work with this brightness contrast. I can slightly reduce the brightness contrast over here if required. Can get the ZDepth 2 over here. You can set it to overlay also. I think this looks much better. It slightly reduce its brightness if required, and if you want you can add this, shift this atmospheric fog onto the top. Okay, I can slightly reduce this. Alright, now looks much better. I'll just set it as hard light. I reduce its opacity a bit. Again, I'll go over here. I can go into the color balancing if you need a bit of color balancing. I can do a bit of color balancing if required over here. Again, I can go over here. I can add a bit of exposure. Okay, looks much better now. Slightly again I can go to the top and I can add a black layer onto the top, and if you want to merge this you can slightly merge this. I can reduce its opacity. Looks much better now. So let's check the breakdowns over here again. So that's what's your diffuse, your occlusion, your reflection, specular, light, ZDepth, refraction, GI, atmosphere, color balance, exposure, brightness contrast, and that's your black flat solid layer, solid color. So as you can see over here, we have composited all these light passes. If you want to give, we have some effects over here, like you can again go into this and let's add a bit of photo filter, and I'll go into this. I can give a bit of sepia to it if required. Let's not make it as totally orangish. You can set that accordingly. Are we getting the reflections? Yes, we are getting the reflections also. And we also have one that is your color lookup. That is just a preset over here, but don't use it because it is going to totally change the look of the scene. So if you want, you can just try it once. The color lookup option over here, so you get the 3D LUTs over here. Alright, so guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So we have completed this tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.